The whole weight loss management has to be in these three phases. One, you must be in calorie deficit. Two, you must have realistic goals. And this must culminate in lifestyle modification that needs to happen over a medium to long term phase. But the first thing that needs to happen is you need to be in calorie deficit. Just to give you an idea, to lose 1 kilo of weight, you need to lose 7,700 kilocalories in that time period. So 1 kilo is equivalent to 7,700, and if you have a realistic aim of losing 1 kilo per week, then you have to lose at least 1,100 kilocalories deficit per day for you to be able to lose 1 kilo in a week. And for you to count how much of basic metabolic kilocalories that you need every week, all you need to do is make a simple calculation. There are many calculators available online. Just you need to know what's your base metabolic rate that needs to happen. For men, generally it's about 2,500. For women, tends to be a bit lower, 2,200 or 2,000, depending on age, depending on gender, depending on height, and also depending on your current weight. Based on this, 7,700 kilocalories deficit will reduce your weight by 1 week, which means you must have more realistic goals, because what you gain over months and over years cannot be reduced over days. And for you to have realistic goals, the idea is to maybe just have a 1 kilo loss for every week, and that's a very sensible and also good goal to actually have. And to that, you must also make lifestyle modifications. So whatever that you do, while I agree with many people or many experts who in fact say that long-term weight loss is more sustainable, I too agree, because if you take longer time to lose weight, which means that stickiness and that weight loss will be there. But you also must reinforce this with the fact that once you go on any diet or once you go on any weight loss plan, and if you don't see results in at least a sensible short term, you will lose that motivation to actually make those modifications. And then you will say, look, I've been on diet, I've been giving up on all the things that I like, and I yet to see any weight gain. And that will basically let you lose that steam, and eventually you will go into one cycle where you start recouping that lost timelines, and eventually you start gaining weight, and that's really a very slippery slope, and that's something which you don't want to do. So you must do something which makes you lose weight over a short period of time, maybe something drastic. I would even profess that you go into one of those strict low calorie diets and at least aim to lose 1,000 to 1,500 kilocalories a day for men and about 1,200 for women, and eventually see that benefits in about 6 weeks to 1 month. And then you will actually be able to make all those long-term modifications. And long-term modifications don't need to be you giving up a complete set of foods that you're completely used to. If you like carbohydrates, you like your ice creams, you like your desserts, you like your nasi lemak, you like your teh tarik, you don't have to give it up all at one go. All you need to do is make those lifestyle modifications, because once, even if you reach your weight loss targets, and then you go back to all this food, you eventually gain it back. So you might as well just say, look, on a particular day, once a week, I'll actually do nasi lemak, I'll actually do my teh tarik once a day. In fact, it doesn't really make a difference, because as long as you're counting your calories right, you should be able to actually make these lifestyle modifications over a long period of time. So like I said, one, there needs to be very clear targets. You need to be in calorie deficit. You need to have realistic about your weight loss. 1 kilo per week is a very good target to actually have, and also look at those lifestyle modifications that needs to be made. And those lifestyle modifications doesn't mean you must give up on everything that you're used to. Just cut down in terms of the timelines, cut down in terms of the frequency of that particular food, but you can actually have your cheat days, you can have a cheat meal, really doesn't matter, as long as you know that that is something that you can do over a medium to long term. So, calorie deficit, realistic goals, and long-term modifications on your habits and lifestyle would actually make you lose that weight. And I have actually lost 18 kilos in 3 months timeline. We are purely doing that. You can be assisted to actually in your weight loss journey by not only having your lifestyle modifications and this calorie deficit. It can also come from taking any of the appetite suppressants. You have the Ozempics, the Saxendas of the world. But all this only needs to work if you are very committed to these things about calorie deficit, long-term style modification, and very realistic goals. Good luck in your weight loss journey.